Hello guys and welcome back to the Minecraft Military Force, and today we're going to do a Foxshot server update because this update has a lot of military things, so I think it'll be good to post it on Minecraft Military Force. And this is update number 45. Now if you guys don't know, I own a realistic creative server called Foxshot. We do have a lot of military builders on here, and right now we're going to be looking at Camp Nix, and this is built by martatje NL. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed his joint-based martatje videos, so I thought it would be cool to review Camp Nix. Now Nix just means nothing in Dutch. We have a couple coalition troops here. We have the Netherlands, I believe. martatje is from the Netherlands, and then we have the British flag here, and then an American flag. A lot of these tents camped up over here, and they do have an interior, so there's like beds with like boxes on the sides of it. Random dead bush. There's a dead bush inside the tent. We got some nice dirt roads here, cars speeding along, and we got Humvees, we got containers. These are obviously Maersk containers, and just a random building. What is this even for? We got this Hemmet wrecker truck with a armored turret. That's pretty cool. Some other, maybe it's like a FMTV probably, which is armored. And then down the road here, I believe these are like shelters for some ammunition, I believe. Maybe they store it in here. It looks like we have a PLS right here for Oshkosh. This one has a container on it. Very nice designs. More containers over here. And we got some, what is this, like a Challenger tank? Yeah, I think it's a British Challenger tank. I don't know if it's Challenger 1 or 2, whatever. They are recently in the use because they're going to Ukraine. The UK is donating some. So this is like a tank firing range. But there are some random floating buildings here. If you remember the aircraft hangar tutorial, I guess this is like the same one. He might be building like an air base here as well. So there's going to be the C-130 Hercules. Pretty nice. We also got a C-5 Galaxy, which is one of the US Air Force's larger planes. And then further down, we got some more Hercules here and some aircraft shelters. And they're hosting like F-16, I believe, or it could be Rafale, or it might be the Eurofighter. I don't know, the Typhoon. We got some FA-18 Super Hornets here. Very nice. There's quite a lot of them actually. Some fuel tanker truck for Oshkosh. He also does have a runway. This is number 36L. Then over here we have some E3 Sentry for the US Air Force. They're used for AWACS. Maybe these are like fuel tankers, I suppose, like KC-135. I have no idea. Further down in the base, I do like the fact that he adds lighting as well. It's pretty cool. We got some F-15E. These are Strike Eagles. Very cool combat plane. They are darker gray than regular planes. Then down the lot over here, we have some F-16 Fighting Falcons. Very nice, and this whole airfield is really filled. Now for the rest of Camp Nix, there is a helicopter, actually 2 helicopters going overhead, maybe some CH-53E Super Stallions. There's some warehouses here on sides. And some more trucks. Got a loader here, some Oshkosh wreckers or whatever they are. And this random green crane. You can see the aircraft at the back. We've also got a military base by Delta. This is actually Kitsap, and it's a work in progress. So we have some Arleigh Burke destroyers. You may have recognized this. This is Sketsy's design, the Ticonderoga class cruiser as well. So those are the Minecraft Military Force ships. And Delta, he built the dock area. So look at all this detail. Very nice parking lot. I think he did a pretty good job. It's realistic. We even have a boarding area right over here to get on board. Lots of these random boxes on the side. Very well detailed. Kind of reminds me of GTA 5 for some reason. This dock is actually really well detailed. It's quite impressive actually. Got some bumpers here on side, like a little, I don't even know what the heck this is for. Is this a bumper or something? Ladder to get up. Yeah, it's like that GTA 5 mission where you get in the submarine. In the port of Los Santos, a Lib here crane. I think it's Lib here. Delta is actually from Lithuania, but he lives in Germany, so shout out to Lithuanians. Anyways, here it says Nav Sup, Fleet Logistics Center. Very cool. I think he did a really good job with this parking lot. Got a couple cars here. I like how it's actually weathered and there's like lighting. Very nice and realistic. So if you're building military bases, try to do better than Delta because he does a really great job. We got some warehouse on the side. It probably doesn't have anything, so yeah. And there's another warehouse on this pier. Very cool looking. Take a look all the way around. On this side, there is a barge here, some walkways going down here. I don't know what this is exactly for. What is the purpose? Maybe to load up ships next to here. And if you guys want to check out the builds for yourself, you can come on and join the server. The IP is mc.creativefox.com, and this is WaldikCZ. Alright, now we're going to take a look at Laffey's builds. So he's been building some really large planes. I forgot the scale, maybe it's 10:1 or something. This is a World War II Laffey Aircraft. I have no idea what it is, so you history nerds, you probably know what it is. Then we have some American ones. And then we have the FW-190, I believe. Has a nice little hypnotizing swirl in the front just to show the propeller is moving. Is that a Spitfire in the back? It could be. So lately he's been building a lot bigger aircraft, and you can see that's how he kind of designs it. He makes like a little scaffolding. And then right over there, I think that's a BF-109. So a really cool design. Now Laffey does have some regular sized vehicles he wanted to show, so let's go check it out. These are probably like some German trucks. You may have seen this before. It looks like a Patriot missile system, which they should be sending to Ukraine. Some more trucks. I think one is called the Mammoth or something. I think these are like Leopard 2 tanks, maybe Leopard 1. I have no idea. This is a Dingo, I believe. German armored personnel carrier. And I think this one's the Martyr Boxer. Could this be a self-propelled howitzer? Maybe it's like the Panzerhaubitze 2000. And what is this, an assault gun? You know, I noticed he didn't put a sign for all of these, so we can't really tell what they are. So yeah, let's just go down the row. And in the back, he's been working on some other builds as well, the really large World War II era. This is like an assault gun. And then he also has a Leopard 2 ARV, which is an armored recovery vehicle. Plow over here. And then an arm back there. It also has a beacon on top and a machine gun. And then we have MCC DD101. He is from Australia, the land down under, and he's been building some ships. So we got the Australian Navy. This is a 1-to-1 scale Durance class replenishment oiler. Very cool. I really like when people do like not just the mainstream things, but also logistical supplies, because that is really important. Very nice ship design. And then we have an Adelaide class frigate. It looks a lot like the Oliver Hazard Perry one. I think it is actually the same design, to just the Australian name and maybe upgrades. He also has some helicopter or aircraft on the side. The MH, okay, he wrote this wrong. He has a Seahawk, and then we have this Chinook looking aircraft, or could be a Sea Knight. And then next it says it's in service. This is the Canberra class amphibious assault ship. So let's go take a look at that. It's Australia. Is this like an aircraft carrier sort of thing? Very nicely detailed. Here looks on the side. And I have no idea what that flag is for. So on the deck, you can land some helicopters. And there also is a crane here. Take a look at the island. And we have a ski ramp. So aircraft can take off it. Maybe like Harriers. It looks like he's working on something else. Apparently he uses the A4G Skyhawk, which is right here. So martatje also wanted to show off his fighter jets, so let's go take a look at that. Got the F-14 Tomcat, very cool. That's the Eurofighter Typhoon, the F-22 Raptor, the F-15E Strike Eagle. Then we got the A-10 Warhog. This thing goes brrrr, and then this is like F-16 Fighting Falcon, FA-18 Super Hornet, the F-35, a Pilatus PC-7, an EA-6B. Looks like a Growler or Prowler, whatever that is. The F-104G Cold War era. He also wanted to show off some of his hangar designs, so let's go take a look on that. Nice little crane up over here. It's a lot smaller than our aircraft hangar tutorial, which is right there. And then we have some hardened aircraft shelters. And this, I believe, is based on Dutch design, although I think it was retired. It is really well detailed. Got a ladder here, like a little cart. A bookshelf. Has pretty nice lighting and a lot of computers, I've noticed. And I like the ribbing on the panels for the sides, like a side door here. Very cool. And here's how it looks like closed. Now we're going to take a look at Hyperdog's planes. He is from the UK. Lately he's been trying to get back into building Minecraft military things. Here's a look at his aircraft collection. There's a lot of different planes over here. E3 Sentry. I don't even know what this is. I feel like it's from the Cold War era. We've got the Avro Vulcan, and this one comes in a nice camouflage livery. And then in the back, I think it's probably one of my favorite aircraft he's built, the Handley Page Victor. This is a British nuclear bomber. And surprisingly, the Royal Air Force does not employ bombers anymore. He also has some World War II aircraft. Here we got the Handley Page Halifax Mark III. It looks like a bomber. Lots of World War II aircraft. If you're into the Royal Air Force, maybe you can recognize these. Now, Foxshot isn't just military. We actually built cities and civilian things. So this is Warp UK, built by TheDilz, MrSweet, Backo, Foxtech, White, and Marcus. And there's been some newer additions to this build. So if we go past this railway station, there is some more, like a rail yard right over here. I think this is built by White Stormmaster. He actually incorporated it. I've always wanted him to incorporate to Warp UK anyways. Got some British old school, I think this is like the 09 class, shunter. Nice, like, classical British things that's happening over here. But over on this side, we got some modern things. There is like a little bus depot here. Maybe like they're renting buses. They own a bus company, or it's like some kind of a repair shop. I have a feeling these are built by the TheDilz, but I know another person, maybe Backo, has been helping as well. Then back over here, there's like this tractor or construction area. Pretty cool looking. They have definitely a lot of designs, and unfortunately, I've still not posted any tractor tutorials. I have to do that one day. But yeah, this is a lot of development they have done to this place. There's even attachments for the tractors, so it's like accessory pieces. Oh my god, there's a lot of trailers and stuff. This thing has like everything. They really do like their tractors and like combine harvesters. And over here, there is another garage, and it looks like it's like got a delivery service. And apparently that's not all, because there's this whole back section. It looks like really industrial. I'm pretty impressed how much work they put into this. Like, I was not thinking they would do this much. A nice little loading dock bay, a lot of trailers. You know, the Europeans, they like the cab forward design for their trucks. Some kind of railway diorama here. So if you go past the red arrows, there is some more housing development that's going on here. What are they doing to this road? They have a motor grader who is trailing a lot of rocks here, doing all sorts of construction. That is very nice. I really do like this effect. They're bricklaying, and they're also adding like the foundation, all these internal supports. I forgot what's it called. Rebar. There's a cement truck right over here. All sorts of things that's happening. Even like building houses. You know, if you are from the UK and interested in building, consider joining this group for Warp UK. There also is this housing development over here. I have not seen this before. Check out this cool little roundabout here. Add some striping, a little park in the middle, and you can do some train spotting right over here. Forever, some kind of Volvo truck. Now the British aren't the only ones on the server. We do have a lot of Germans, and this is by Quillix. This is Warp Nordhaven, which is a new city. It's in the north of the main Foxshot world. So he has this pretty cool design, like some kind of light rail design, and some roads, some bike lanes. All sorts of things are happening over here. Got some nice buildings, and it looks to be a cathedral in the works. So it's just the beginning, but I feel like he did a lot of good progress, especially if he's building this all by himself. This little bridge over here, and I think he did a pretty good job with like the roads. This thing goes in a curve. It's definitely a modern city. Now here is MrSweet. He's from the UK, just like the TheDilz, and they've been working together to make these aircraft apparently. So as you can see, it has both their names on it. So this is the Hawker T1. This is for the Royal Red Arrows. Take a look at all their different various aircraft. F-35. Recently, MrSweet has designed the Frogfoot for the Minecraft military force. So you probably have seen that tutorial. The F-15E, and also some helicopter designs. Chinook, the Marine One used by the President, Coast Guard, the Black Hawk, the Sea Hawk. There's a lot of hawks in here. We've also got tiny little drones here. A Base Systems 146-200. whatever that is. Doesn't that just look like a mini C-17 with windows on the side? And here we have an attack helicopter. Apparently this is built by TheDilz, and it's a sci-fi helicopter, but looks like a hind. Now we have Waldik. He's from the Czech Republic. He's a relatively new builder here on Foxshot. So we have some Volvo trucks, lots of different designs here, although they are all painted white. We got some Mercedes trucks here, it's like the Actros. We got the DAF, the DAF, and then we have Scania. I believe that's from like Sweden or like a Nordic country. Then we have Tatra, which is a Czech company. Then we have Renault here. Then we have the trailers. It says trailers, but there's only one trailer. We have some van designs here, and then here says car designs. And then he has two buses, the Iveco and Mercedes. And on the other side, he has a couple tractors. Now we're going to take a look at TheDilz and Backo's construction equipment. That is a really long text. So here we got like a crane, tower crane design pack. I think the designs are pretty nice and realistic, and I like the fact that there's like different sizes as well, not just one. Then we have this JCB, is like a British construction company. We got some excavator packs here. They have like all sorts of designs. They're not just one company. They got like Bobcat, Doosan, Caterpillar, Takeuchi. Okay, I never heard of that one. TheDilz is actually from Japan, but he does live in the UK. And then down over here we have front loaders, all sorts of little designs. So then we have some road compactors or steamrollers. I wonder if they watch like Bob the Builder as a kid. That's what it reminds me of. All this construction stuff. Asphalt pavers, asphalt finishers. Very cool. And then I suppose these are like trucks designs. All sorts of like cement trucks, dump trucks, and loaders. Dang, this is actually pretty long. Some tanker truck, fuel trucks, a low boy here. It's actually a pretty cool design for the wheels, like an invisible item frame to make the rims bigger. Then we have the forklift slash telehandler section right there. And next door, actually seen one of these in real life, or at least that kind of machine. This is apparently it's a cold planer, and they have a conveyor belt. It's just for like road construction. And then right here are some dump trucks, apparently. This one's a really large one. We got some bulldozers, some excavators, and all these articulated cranes. This is like a pile driver or something. And then we have a lab here, mobile crane. And then we have the Apocalypse City. This is built by apostmi, or otherwise before known previously as Ezector. You know, after COVID-19, all these things went to hell. And he's from Georgia, the country, not the state. Got a random military vehicle here, all sorts of abandoned stuff. It's still a work in progress, but it's a nice little diorama. And then next door, he's also making this city thing. And he also started to make a little bit of a New York City diorama as well. But yeah, if you guys would like to join the server, the IP address is mc.craftyfox.com. I also put in the link in the description. If you're interested in military building or any sort of realistic building like cities or vehicles, you can come join and become a builder. Just take a trial where you build a house based on a reference picture. All the instructions are at spawn, but you will need Discord. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you hadn't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.